We're back in today, NFL Super Bowl predictions. But first things first, we gotta go through and predict Week 18 of the NFL season, man, because we can't have the finalized playoff picture without knowing the exact seeding. I've got the Ravens over the Browns, the Steelers over Bengals, Falcons, Commanders, Packers. A lot of these games don't even matter, man. Bills, only, their starters will probably play one half. I don't know. What about that second half? Eagles starters, this game doesn't matter. Eagles are already locked in the 2 seed. Buccaneers playing for the division. They're going to win by 40. The Texans, doesn't really matter right there. The Texans are locked in as 4. This game's meaningless. Huge game right here. Broncos versus Chiefs backups. Broncos need this one to win. That could definitely shake up the playoff picture. The Seahawks and Rams doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Actually, it does matter a little bit for the seeding, whether or not the Rams are going to be 4 or 3. We'll just say maybe Seattle goes on the road. It's not. I'm scared. But then we have the big boys, Sunday Night Football, Vikings, Lions. And I think the Lions get it done, but the Lions defense is scaring me. Now, this can have huge playoff implications. You can see, I might have to repeat this video depending on the outcome of this game right here, because then the Vikings are the 1 seed versus the Lions being, it's 1 or 5. It's scary. But we go in and we predict the playoffs right here, right now, and I explain why every single person, every single team can win their matchup. Smash the like and subscribe button, baby. Let's start going through these matchups. So the way that the playoffs work, we have the 7-2, 6-3, 5-4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One gets a bye. 2, 3, 4. You're the home team. After this first wild card round, reseeding takes place, and the number 1 team faces the lowest remaining seed at home. Now, Bills versus Broncos. The Broncos defense, guys, has been pretty solid as of lately. I just don't think, I don't think Josh Allen's going to be stopped. The last time these two teams played, though, 2023, the Broncos did go into Buffalo and beat the Bills 24-22. But the Bills have been a steamrolling team, man, a steamrolling machine. They just beat the Jets 40-14. They handled the Patriots 24-21, bit too close for comfort. Put up 40. They put up 42 on the Rams, even though they lost. Put up 48 on the Lions in a massive win. Got to give the Bills the home victory, man. And imagine it snows. It's going to be cold. Denver. I know it's cold in Denver, man, but they ain't going to. Buffalo's a whole different thing, man. Give me the Bills at home. Chargers versus the Ravens. The Los Angeles Chargers, their only chance in this game, and maybe the reason, this is a huge thing for them. J.K. Dobbins is back. Dobbins is back, and hopefully their ground game can get going. Last time these teams faced, man, the Ravens, they won 30-23. It took place November 25th, but guess what? You know what happened that game? J.K. Dobbins got injured. He had 6 carries for 40 yards, and then he got injured. That was the game he got injured, man. Ladd McConkey had 83 yards. J.K. Dobbins even had a couple receptions right there. But Derrick Henry had 150 rushing yards when these two teams played each other. This is a huge revenge game for J.K. Dobbins. He got injured the first time they play. Can he repeat what he did before? He was averaging 8 carries per attempt. I think that the Chargers have a big chance. McConkey's been coming on great. But honestly, I think Lamar Jackson can keep himself in the MVP race if the Ravens end up going further than the Bills. Give me the Ravens. Steelers, Texans. And I think this is the closest matchup yet. You know why? The Texans, no Tank Dell. It's got me scared. The Texans, they seem like a team, man, that has been struggling as of lately. They lost to the Titans 32-27. They beat the Jaguars 23-20, not convincing. Beat the Dolphins 20-12, not convincing. Lost to the Chiefs 27-19. Lost to the Ravens 31-2. And they're a team that is struggling heavily. Especially Joe Mixon. Where has Joe Mixon gone? He's missing. Somebody, if you find Joe Mixon, please report him to the NFL. He's been missing as of late. Then we have the Steelers. The Steelers are on a 3-game losing streak. Lost to the Eagles 27-13. Lost to the Ravens 34-17. Lost to the Chiefs 29-10. What do those have in common? High-scoring games. The Steelers' defense has been falling apart. No George Pickens. It's got me scared. Very scared. The offense hasn't been playing well. The Steelers' defense hasn't been playing well. and I think we have a clean sweep of the home team. 2, 3, 4. And that's the AFC to start. NFC. I don't even know, man. Eagles-Packers is going to be insane. You know why? The Eagles and Packers, they started off the season in Brazil. 34-29. Electric game. Eagles came away with the victory. And Saquon Barkley had 2 touchdowns and 110 rushing yards. But the Packers also played pretty well. Jaden Reed had 140 receiving yards. But now that the Eagles' rookie cornerbacks are playing better, surely Jaden Reed doesn't go 4 catches for 150 yards, right? I'm going with the home team, the Eagles. Tough place to play, man. The Boo Birds will be out if the Eagles falter early, and it'll get them back on track. Is Jalen Hurts okay? Where is Jalen Hurts? This is probably the best matchup I've seen so far. Commanders versus the Rams. Another very good matchup. I just think I know that Jaden Daniels is just too fluky as of right now, man. He's shown that, out of nowhere, he can turn it on. But he's kind of become hot and cold ever since that rib injury earlier in the season. Commanders are on a 4-game win streak, though. Mollywop the Titans. Beat the Saints 20-19. Beat the Eagles 36-33. Beat the Falcons 30-24. All close games. You're heading to LA to take on the Rams and Matt Stafford. I think it all comes down to one important thing. The pass rush. Can they get after Matthew Stafford? And can the Rams, can they keep Jaden Daniels from getting hot? Considering Alameda Zacchaeus just had like freaking 30 points on my head in fantasy football, I think this game's going to be very, very close. But I think the Rams, Matt Stafford, he's been here before, and it's kind of like you take the veteran over the rookie. I'm going with the 3 team. And I know you're all commenting, where's the dog at? Pick the dogs. I'm sorry. Got to go with what I think. Buccaneers, Vikings. This is also, I think this is probably my second favorite matchup of all of these. Honestly, I have no clue what happens in this matchup. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield is a man on a mission. Mike Evans is helping him, and he's a big part of that reason. The running game is good. The Buccaneers offense is very, very good. The Vikings offense is very, very good. This team could be the 1 seed, and they could be traveling on the road to play Tampa Bay. I feel like Sam Darnold is very, very streaky. The Buccaneers just won 48-14. They did just lose to the Cowboys 26-24. They mollywopped the Chargers. They've been playing some good teams, guys, and they've been hanging around. So what happens when they play the Minnesota Vikings? The last time these 2 teams faced, the Buccaneers won 20-17. That was a regular season game last season. Whole new team. But Justin Jefferson had 9 catches for 150 yards. This is a very tough game to predict. And I don't want to go straight down the home team. Vikings on the road get the victory. And I wonder if there's a reason I did that. Let's go with the AFC first. We're going all the way to the Super Bowl, baby. Texans, Chiefs. Now, yes, it doesn't really matter, man. We saw it last season, and we just saw the Chiefs beat the Texans pretty recently, right before Christmas. Chiefs beat the Texans 27-19, and I believe that was the game where Tank Dell had 98 yards, a touchdown, and a broken leg. Chiefs win at home. Hard place to play. Ravens, Bills. Big time matchup. Honestly, I go as far to say, if this is not the Derrick Henry game, I think that the Ravens and Lamar Jackson could win the MVP right here. You know why? Ravens. September 29th, 2024. The Ravens mollywop the Bills 35-10. It's so long ago, you don't even remember that it happened. Lamar Jackson, he looked all right. But Derrick Henry rushed for 200 yards. He had 200 yards against the Bills. Very, 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 very interesting matchup right here. Where's the dogs at? Give me the Ravens on the road. Bills fans, don't rip me apart in the comments. I'm sorry. Vikings, Lions. A repeat of the Sunday Night Football matchup in Week 18 that presumably would have gotten the Vikings and Lions here. And even if the Lions are the 5 and the Vikings are the 1, I still think that this is going to be the matchup we see no matter what. So we're going to see a third matchup between the Vikings and Lions. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. But I can't pick against the... it's hard to predict this one without seeing that matchup on Sunday Night Football. I'm going Lions. Rams versus the Eagles. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. And have we seen this matchup before? We have. And you know what happened? The Eagles, this season, end of November, so kind of recently. Football starts after Thanksgiving, the real football. The Eagles won this game 37-20. And what happened? Saquon Barkley had 255 rushing yards. That is disgusting numbers. He had 300 yards on the game when you factor in receiving. The Eagles win this one at home, and now we have the conference championships. Eagles versus the Lions. All season long, the Eagles have been falling short of the Lions. They haven't had, the tiebreakers over their heads. The Lions have the tiebreaker, blah, blah, blah. Guess what, boys? Eagles beat the Lions on the road. Oh, it sucks to be on the road here. But the Detroit Lions defense has been getting slashed and gashed. But the Eagles, rookie defense, rookie cornerbacks, nice. Nakobe Dean, basically a rookie, nice. The D-line for the Eagles, so much better. If Hutchinson wasn't alive, we go Detroit. But we go Philly on the road. Dogs! Where's the dogs at? Ravens, Chiefs. I think the Ravens are the better team, I'm going to say right now. I think the Ravens are the better team. And you know what? I can't say they're the better team because the Chiefs are getting healthy at the right time. Pacheco's back. Hollywood Brown's back. Kelsey is back. Back in action. He's been kind of missing for some of the parts of the season, but Mahomes has been finding him in crunch time. And honestly, if the Ravens versus the refs, the R&R, Ravens refs, the refs win and the Chiefs move on to the Super Bowl. We have the Chiefs-Eagles, a big-time matchup. What happened last time we saw these two teams? The Eagles trolled. Jalen Hurts fumbled the ball, and the Eagles choked their Super Bowl performance, man. Can we see a revenge game? 38-35. Last time these teams played in the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs scored 17 in the fourth quarter to the Eagles 8. We see a revenge game. And the Super Bowl winner that I predict is the Philadelphia Eagles and Saquon Barkley. Comment down below who you got. Smash the like and subscribe button. You want me to do this again after week 18? Let me know. Peace out.